Hi, this is Asing. You are now watching Asing Math TV. Today, I would like to share how to obtain the probability and its inverse for normal distribution by using calculator. There are two methods to obtain the probabilities. Let's try for the first method. Click on Move down and we look for 3 distribution. However, some of you may not see this function on your calculator. This is because this model has 2 additions. If you couldn't see this, which means that the first method is not applicable for you, you may stick to the second method. For those who have, let's proceed. Press on 3. And we should look for second normal CD, which stands for cumulative distribution. Normal CD lower. Lower here is the minimum value. For less than cumulative, which means that we have to the left. And we should always bear in mind that for any normal distribution, the x value can range from negative infinity to positive infinity. If we to the left, which means that starting from negative infinity up to x. And for the negative infinity, we can input as negative with a very big number, for example, 99,999. Press equal, and for the upper is the point that we stopped, which is 92.9. Press equal. Sigma is the standard deviation, for this case is 5. Mu is the mean, which is 100 for this case. Press equal, and we should obtain the probability, which is equal to 0.0778, rounded to the nearest 4 decimal places. Let's try for the second example. Press equal since we already in the normal distribution function. Again, lower for a less than cumulative always start from a negative infinity. So we press equal, and upper is the upper limit that we have here, which is 112.15. Press equal, same sigma, same mu, and we should obtain the correct probability. For more than cumulative, on the other hand, which means that to the right, starting from the point that we want up to positive infinity. So we should start by entering the point that we have, which is 92.9. So again, press equal, get back to the lower point. So we have 92.9. Press equal for the upper limit, and this time we should press infinity. So we use 99,999 to represent positive infinity. Press equal, sigma same, mu same. So we should obtain the correct probability. For an interval, since we have 2 values, so this should be easier. Press equal, lower the lower value, 92.9. Press equal, upper the upper value, 112.15. Press equal, sigma and mu same. So we should obtain the correct probability. If we are asked to obtain the inverse, so we should press mode down, again distribution number 3, and this time we should look for inverse normal number 3. We should always bear in mind that the area that stated here always refer to a less than cumulative. If the question is asking for a less than region, which means that we can enter the area directly. So for this case, 0.25, we enter directly. Press equal, normal sigma 5, correct? Mu 100, correct. So press equal and we should obtain the correct value. If you are asked to determine the value for a region that belongs to more than cumulative, we should take the complement. Since the calculator can only handle a less than cumulative, so we should 1 minus the value and obtain 0.75 for this case. So we press equal, and now we change the region to 0.75. Press equal, same sigma and same mean. Press equal, and we should obtain the correct value. Let's move on to the second method. This time we press mode and look for statistic. Number 3. Press AC and press shift 1. Let's get distribution number 5. P stands for less than cumulative, while R stands for more than cumulative. For less than cumulative, we should choose number 1, P. And we should enter the standardized value, which is x minus mu divided by sigma. So we have negative 1.42. Press equal and we should obtain the correct probability. And for the second example, also shift 1, distribution number 5, and we want P for less than cumulative. And this time we have positive value 2.43. Press equal and we should obtain the correct probability rounded to the nearest 4 decimal places. For more than cumulative, also shift 1, distribution 5, more than cumulative, we should look for R number 3. Enter the standardized value, negative 1.42, press equal and we should obtain the correct probability. For interval, there are 3 options to do so. However, it's strongly recommended to use only the P and R function but not Q, since P and R will definitely use subtraction consistently, not like Q. Sometimes we should apply addition, sometimes we should apply subtraction, depends on the regions asked. For P, always bear in mind that it's to the left, which means that if we consider Z2, and to the left will be this region, and Z1 will be to this region. So we just have to remove Z1 to obtain the remaining region. That's why we apply subtraction. And for R, always bear in mind that it's to the right. So if we take this number, we should move to the right, which is here. If we take this number, we should move to the right, which is here. So we just have to again remove this extra region to obtain the remaining region. So also subtraction. However, for Q, which is counted starting from the point 0, so we should first cut the distribution into half. And if we want negative, which means that starting from 0 and we move to negative, which is the region here. If we have positive, also starting from 0 and move to the point that we have, which is here. So for this case, we need region A and region B. So which means that we should apply addition. However, consider Z1 and Z2 are both positive, which means that we should have region here. Again, if you want to apply Q, we should start from 0 and up to this point, stop. And 0 up to this point, stop. And for this case, we should take Q Z2 minus Q Z1. As we can see, it's not consistent. Not all the time we should apply addition. Sometimes we should apply subtraction. On the other hand, if we turn the Z values to negative, for example, we have Z1 to Z2, so which means that we should have the region here. And for this case, we should take Q Z1 minus Q Z2, since the Q Z1 region is bigger as compared to the Q Z2 region. From here, we can see that if we apply the Q function, sometimes we should consider whether we should use addition or subtraction. And one more is the position of the Z values is not fixed, not like the P and the R functions, where we can use consistently all the while always subtraction. And for P is always big minus small. And for R is always small minus big. Let's use the P function to determine the probability for this case. So we have shift 1, distribution, we want P, so we use big, and we should close bracket and minus shift number 1, 5 for distribution, again P, the smaller value, negative 1.42. Press equal and we should obtain the correct probability rounded to the nearest 4 decimal places. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. See you.